What's going on, guys? It is I, Craig the Mac, and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys sharing your most valuable resource with me, which is your time. I appreciate that so very much. It means a lot to me. So, today is Sunday, and I want to title this, as you guys have seen, Shower Thought Sundays, and I'm going to do a video every Sunday, pretty much reflecting on something I've been thinking about throughout the week. Now, I got this idea from one of my mentors, Ben Wilson. What's up, big brother? I see you, man. Thank you so much for planting this seed and let me run with it. And I also want to give a shout out to the rest of the intellectual giants out there. You know who y'all are, man. So, without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. So, we're going to talk about 3 tips to help you improve your self-esteem and your self-image, right? Tip number 1, I want you guys to make a list of positive affirmations for you to read over every single day, right? And here's something you got to understand about the words that you use. Confucius, let me make sure I get this right, y'all. Stand by. Confucius said, and I quote, "The man who says he can and the man who says he can't are both correct." Okay? So what does that mean? Whatever it is that you say that you are capable or incapable of doing, you limit yourself by that, right? You hold yourself in that box of, oh man, I can't do that. For example, people tell me all the time, like, you know, oh man, it's great you started a YouTube channel, but I couldn't do that. You know, I couldn't do that. And I asked them, and I'm like, why? Why are you placing that limitation upon yourself by saying that you can't do something? Because the moment that you say you can't do something, it becomes an impossibility for you. They say, oh man, you know, I wouldn't feel comfortable talking to a camera, or I don't have the confidence or anything like that, right? They can list a whole reason of, I hate to say excuses, but that's essentially what they are. They tell me, you know, excuses as to why they can't do something, but all you need is one reason to do something, and then just roll with it, right? Initially, I started out the same way. Like, man, you know, I don't think I could talk to a camera. You know, I don't think I could share my journey with the world. I don't think I can take my shirt off in front of a camera when I'm not where I want to be yet. But, you know, and some people say maybe they're afraid, or, you know, they're self-conscious and things, and that pretty much is something that you need to work on internally, and how you feel about yourself, right? So with this list of affirmations, I really want you to grasp that there is true power in the words that you speak, especially about yourself. So whenever you say, I am, whatever follows, you literally commit to yourself. You see what I'm saying? So when you say, I am happy, or I am sad, either way, you begin to feel that way simply because you spoke that upon yourself. So you can say, I am lucky, or I am unlucky, right? And it works either way. It can either work for you or against you. So you really have to be careful and keep a tight rein on the things that you say about yourself. I still catch myself now today, you know. I'll say something like, man, I'm lazy, or something along those lines, and immediately I try and catch myself. So with this list, you want to start saying things like, I am confident, I am comfortable in my own skin, I am influential. You know, whatever it is that you're struggling with, you want to speak it over your life to change it, no matter what it is. I am strong, I am strong-willed, I am disciplined, I am capable, whatever it is. And when you read it, don't just read it like, you know, like it's a Sunday comic strip or something along those lines. You need to feel as if you are that way, right? Like, say it with conviction and affirm it for yourself. Because, like I said, your words are powerful. So maybe poke your chest out, you know, and don't just say it, but feel it at the same time. And watch how things change and how your life will change just because of how you speak about you. My wife just made a very valid point. She said, if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect someone else to? Just like if you don't love yourself, how can you expect someone else to love you? all those things, man, they play a huge role in your life, and how you decide to follow up that statement, I am ... will essentially, carve out the rest of your life and the rest of your days. So really be careful on what it is that you speak about yourself, man, and just start becoming more in control and positive over what it is that you say, all right? Because there's real power there. So make that list and put it maybe on your bathroom mirror and read over it, while you're brushing your teeth or you're doing your makeup or whatever the case. Especially, like when you're brushing your teeth, because you'll be there for at least 2 minutes. Just carry it in your wallet, for those times when maybe you start to feel down or something along those lines. You're just like, you know what? Nah, bruh, and you just go from there. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, choose joy and happiness as your state of mind, right? Now this ties into the whole, the glass is half empty, the glass is half full. It comes down to your perspective, right? One thing you must understand, and this applies to everybody, life happens, right? And life happens to all of us. Whether it be good or bad, things happen in our day-to-day lives that we honestly are not in control of, right? But what we are in control of is how we decide to react to what happens, okay? So if, you get a flat tire, that sucks. It's out of your control, but your state of mind and how you decide to react to it is ultimately the thing that you can control, right? And one thing you have to understand, especially about happiness, is that happiness comes from within you, right? Nothing outside of you or external to you should dictate whether you're happy or not, right? People, you see it on TV all the time or in advertisements and things like that, how they try and say, if you purchase this or if you do this, then you'll be happy, or something along those lines. But that's literally saying that your happiness is outside of you, and that's not the case. Happiness exists within you and only within you. That's why people say that, money can't buy you happiness. That's true. It's absolutely true. Searching for happiness outside of yourself is kind of similar to this situation. And I give this analogy all the time. Imagine that it is pitch black in your house and you're about to leave out for work. And before you leave, you drop your keys somewhere in your house. It's pitch black. You can't turn the lights on. So you know that your keys are inside of your house somewhere, which in this case is inside of you, okay? So instead of, rummaging around in the darkness, searching the floors and things like that, trying to find these keys, you see that there's a street light on outside. So you're like, oh, okay, let me go search out there because there's a light here, so maybe I can see them, right? But you know that your keys are inside the house, yet you decide to look outside in the street anyway. So you're searching and you're rumbling around and, looking like you're trying to find these keys, and a psychiatrist or a psychologist comes up and is like, hey man, what are you doing? And you're like, oh, I'm trying to find my keys. And they say, okay, great. Let me help you out here in the middle of the street find these keys. So now you and this mental health individual who just so happens to be your neighbor is now searching out in the middle of the street for these keys. But you didn't drop the keys out here. The keys are still in the house. You see what I'm saying? So even though, it is dark inside the house, you still have to search within for that happiness. Nothing outside of you should determine your mood at all, because that's the only thing that you can control. So keep that in mind, guys. Happiness is a state of mind. Joy is a state of mind, right? And nothing outside of you should change that. So just keep that in mind, guys. Always choose to be happy no matter the situation. Always. All right. The third and final tip on how to increase your self-image and your self-esteem. I want you guys to use your imagination to discover the greatest version of yourself. Understand this, guys. The body of your dreams, the job of your dreams, the home of your dreams, the car of your dreams, all of these things are owned by a greater version of yourself, right? So by using your imagination, when you close your eyes, you can literally see your greatest version. So my question to you is this: what does that individual look like, right? What type of clothes does this greater version of you wear? How does this version of you interact with the outside world and with people one-on-one? Even think about something as simple as your posture, right? How are you carrying yourself? What does your aura say about you? Are you confident? Are you comfortable in your skin right now? Or are you kind of timid and apprehensive? You know, what is your body language conveying about you, right? So once you use your imagination, I really want you to find that individual and then start walking as if you are already that person, right? Far too long have we been saying, oh man, one day I'm gonna be like this, or one day I'm gonna drive that, one day I'm gonna be working at a place like this. You gotta understand this, guys. The only thing that you have are these 24 hours that are in front of you. That is it, right? We always hear the phrase, oh, nobody's promised tomorrow. And that's completely true. 100% true. Here's another example. In the movie Kung Fu Panda, okay? Don't judge me, I'm a dad, I got kids, we watch movies, okay? In Kung Fu Panda, Master Oogway told Po, the past is history, the future is a mystery, but today is a gift, and that's why it's called the present, right? So, with that said, understand that all you have are these 24 hours. So, what it is that you decide to do with those 24 hours will determine if you're going to be someone like Jeff Bezos, who's the owner of Amazon and makes millions per day, or if you're just going to be another employee working for, working to make someone else rich, right? What does the body of your dreams look like? How much do you weigh? What's your body fat percentage? You need to walk as if you are already at your goal, right? You stop saying, oh, I'm gonna be there one day. I'm gonna do this one day, because that one day will never get here unless you do it today. All you have is your now day. Your power, your choices, your decisions, everything is in today. So the first thing you can do is find out what your greatest version looks like, and then act accordingly. Use your imagination. We've always heard the phrase, fake it till you make it, right? There's a great deal of power in that statement, guys. You just gotta do it, right? What would be considered your dream job? What's something you are so passionate about that you would do for free, right? Because you're already, that invested and passionate about it. That passion will carry you into, it'll tap into your unlimited potential, your creative power, and you'll become that. Don't worry about the how. The how is how we always get caught up and we never pursue anything. In this book, Think and Grow Rich, it tells you that trying to figure out how things come to pass is trying to figure out how a kernel of corn, when planted in fertile soil, will reproduce a stalk growing several ears of corn that have hundreds of these individual kernels that can do the exact same thing that the one did, right? Don't worry about how. So many doors in life will begin to open up for you. So that's the third tip, guys. Find out what your greatest version is and then act accordingly. That's how I'm changing my life as we speak. I found out who I wanted to be, what I wanted to do, and now I'm moving in that space. And I'm showcasing it to you guys now. And you can do the exact same thing. I promise you can. And that's gonna sum up today's video, guys. It's already kind of late, so I gotta hurry up and get this edited and get it out to y'all. Please, if you got anything anything from me running my mouth for this little period of time, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and share it, because somebody out there just may need to hear this message. All right, I love you guys. Comment down below if you got any questions, or if you're trying any of this. Let me know if it helps you. Let's really start engaging in conversation on here, okay? And like I tell my daughter, you know, before I drop her off at school every day, man, do great, be great. We'll see y'all soon. Peace.